Yeah, so thanks, sir, and good afternoon to all. Very encouraging words from both Honorable Chairman, sir, and Member, sir. And believe me that as a utility, we will be requiring or needing more support and guidance from the regulators to their respective utilities to have a proper ecosystem and infrastructure in place to meet the demand of EV charging stations and the load. So I will begin my presentation by introduction to the company BSES Yamuna Power Limited, to which I am represented here. So we are basically operating in central and east part of Delhi, catering to 1.7 million number of consumers, mainly the domestic side consumers. And one thing here to notice is that the load density part, which is around 10 megawatt per square kilometer. And we expect that while the EV load will come in another 3, 4, 5 years, then it could increase to additional 20% to that 12 or 13 megawatt per square kilometer. And that will be a big challenge because we are operating in a densely populated area of Delhi, where the possibility of network expansion is limited by space constraint. There is practically no land available to install further capacity or to augment the capacity. So that is going to be a big challenge for us. So for distribution companies, there are different emerging trends in form of RE and EV charging infrastructure, solar rooftops. So the coming time is basically the time for integration of all these disruptions and utilizing the data in converting them into the information and utilizing for planning purpose and for operation purpose also. So as per the Niti Aayog estimates, there will be 26 million vehicles in the country, and it is estimated that we have carried out a study by PRDC in our area itself, and which says that additional 300 megawatt load will be added in our area of BYPL up to 2030, which will be additional to what we are experiencing peak load right now is of the order of 1600 megawatt. So 300 megawatt additional load will be served towards charging the electric vehicles. So that will require additional infrastructure to provide the power to end users or to the electrical charging stations. So that will require again heavy investment not only from the distribution side but also from the companies and people who is going to install the charging infra. So the entire ecosystem of e-mobility is dependent on different stakeholders. Of course, the regulator and government agencies have to play a very big part in the entire ecosystem. The OEMs, the technology, and the charging protocols, the data will also have a equally responsible part of this entire ecosystem. The backend IT infrastructure will play an important role in aggregation of all the demand and providing payment systems to the consumers. So for policies and guidelines, we are basically sitting on large land reserves as part of our substation and other office buildings. So to utilize that space for installation of EV charging stations for utility requires a certain set of regulation, and how to utilize that and how the cost will be shared among the consumers will have to be decided by the regulatory, so that the DISCOMs can utilize their existing assets and space towards the charging infra installation. Then there will be different initiative which will be required to propagate this journey towards creation of EV charging ecosystem. So there has been different draft policies. We are fortunate that in Delhi, the government of Delhi has recently issued EV charging EV policy for Delhi. So that is very encouraging, and we have got a responsible role to play in the installation of charging infrastructure in Delhi state. So again, so far many states have declared their charging specific tariff. In Delhi also, promotional tariff for this EV charging has been announced, and at initial stage we think that promotional tariff is good, but for the long run it should be cost reflective, and it should not burden to other category and should not cross subsidize to other categories. So it has to be cost reflective going forward. We are doing a different sustainability initiative in our area. So a lot of demand side management. Then we are going to install 1 or 2 electric vehicle charging stations soon in our area at a collaboration with different partners. Then a lot of work is going on DER integration part. Energy storage, we are doing a lot of projects at distribution level, energy storage system. So in a way, all these energy vectors will be connected through a backend IT infra system, and that could be utilized through for the network planning purpose and power scheduling and procurement purpose as well. So as I told you that soon we will be having 2 EV charging stations in our area. So we are basically exploring different business model, whether we have to incur capex towards that or enter into collaboration with some other partner for inviting the capex from their end and can run the OPEX model with them. The third one is, third role we can always play is the role of facilitator, where we will provide information to the companies who is willing to install the charging infrastructure about the optimum location where the lowest amount of money will be required towards creating the infrastructure according to the needs. So we have already installed some of the captive charging stations at our head office at Karkarduma. We have our own fleet of EV vehicles, including two-wheelers also, and we are getting continuous data from these stations also. And as we will be having public charging stations at our locations, then we will be getting real-time data from these stations. So there will be a lot of data, in the sense that already we are getting data from solar roof stations and other distributed energy resource installations. Along with that, we will be getting data from these. So there will be huge data, and we really require some sort of analysis tools based on AI or machine learning to convert the data into some useful information which can really help us in our planning part. So we think that the conventional way of network planning will no longer hold in coming years. Just meeting the peak will not be beneficial. We have to manage the peak by introducing way of demand response, demand side management, energy efficiency, and using other tools also. So creating infrastructure just to meet the peak may not help us in the long run. So we are looking for other means also to tackle this increase.